Hey, it's Ubu. Today we're back with more Evil Lurks Below. This will be part 2, and I'm pretty sure we'll finish the game up in this part. Basically, in this game, we're a paranormal detective, Harry Walters, and we're looking for the missing Gilman family. And if you haven't seen part 1, I recommend you go back and watch that, and it'll make a lot more sense of what's going on. The game is developed by Kraken Inc., and you can find it on Steam. Basically, a recap of the first part is that we went to the family's house in search of clues. We looked into the past and had some flashbacks that explained a little bit about what the family was going through before they went missing. They basically found a weird hatch hidden in their house where they explored some underground place, like these sewers here you can see on the main menu. And then somebody basically followed them back into their house and killed them. And now they need to basically be set free, their spirits or ghosts or something. So as we explored through the tunnels, we came across some really strange stuff, some prisoners being held by some creepy man. We had to do some puzzles, and then at some point we had to hide from him and then attack him. And then now we've woken up into a hospital where I think the other guy was also taken to, but then he escaped. So I don't know where it's going to lead from there. So we'll see what's up. Anyways, if you're not familiar with my channel, at the end of the video, I'll review the game and share my general thoughts on it. That's what I like to do here, so stick around if that interests you. And we'll go ahead and continue. See what's up. Bit of a jumbled intro, but whatever. Just one of those days. Okay, here we are, in the hospital.
I cannot believe that he escaped. I need to find him fast. I will go to the reception and see if there are any clues there.
Alright. So he did escape. So let's go to reception, like he said.
It is locked.
Well, this is really spooky. The game is a little jittery right now for some reason.
It is locked.
I didn't have any problems with that last time. Probably just my weird computer that I have. Hopefully it clears up. There we go.
A master key. It should unlock all the doors.
A master key. How convenient. Jeez. Hello?
You yet. I will find you and kill you this time. I need to go down there to turn on the power and save the innocent people.
Okay. What is that noise? Like an alarm? So we need to go down somewhere. I saw an hello? I saw an elevator. So let's try it.
The door is stuck. I need something to force it open.
Of course. We need to find something to force open the elevator. This hospital just leaves bodies laying around? Jesus. What? The heck was that? It's like the little girl from the beginning of the game. Strange. These look like showers? Kind of strange. Oh, this is filled with blood for some reason. And he has a screwdriver in his head. That's not good. What kind of hospital is this? This is where we started. Okay. Let's keep looking around, I guess. I assume what we need to find will be highlighted. Like most items in the game so far. This is a really spooky hospital. Like, really weird. I hear a child crying. What the hell? What? What? Hello? Oh! Are they leading me? Who's there? Oh, what's this? Due to repeated failures in the electrical system, we have recently needed to operate the elevator manually. In the event of an electrical emergency, please obtain the elevator's security code from our coordinator, who is usually located in the magnetic resonance room. Sincerely, management. Magnetic resonance room. Oh, it's a magic hospital. What room would that be? It almost scared me again. Ah! Is this room labeled? That would be really useful. I've already been running around in here for a minute. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's a CAT scan machine. 28. Is that it? We have to... 28 what? 21, 21. Alright, we'll just keep looking around, I guess. Oh, here we go. Today was my first day as a nurse, and something unbelievable happened. I learned that the hospital has been experiencing frequent electrical failures. This is absurd. Some patients rely on machines to survive. I even had to use a crowbar to open the elevator door so we could use it. Fortunately, it operates on an internal generator when there's no external power source. I don't think I'll be able to work here for long. That was really random. Oh, here we go. So, why do we need the code if we have a crowbar now? Do we... Okay, so, oh, okay, so 84. 2884. So we need to... We had to pry it open, and now we need the code to actually operate it. Okay. What order did these numbers go in? I assume the order we found them in. Nope, okay, so... Thank God. Where was... This way? Alright. I already picked that up. Did I not? That was weird. Going down. Pretty good ambience so far. This is maze-like. Ew. Hey. Excuse you. Jeez. Okay. This is a nightmare. How did this one guy turn this place into, like, such a horrible situation? There's a lot more going on here than I think is being shown. Like Silent Hill. Oh, man. Why didn't we grab him then? I have a feeling something's going to be chasing us around in this room. I hear footsteps. Are they behind me? I think they're behind me. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, there he is. Oh my God, he's so freaking creepy. Where's he going? Creepy goblin man. Hope these fuses are really obvious. This guy a ghoul? Here's one. I appreciate giving him a flashlight and make him easier to see. I mean, I have one too, but when I turn it off, I literally can't see, so. Have to be really careful in here. I assume we can be put into a dead end really easily. Also, he has really bad eyesight, which I appreciate as well. He's like right there. It's 2. Now we need a third one. Oh, there it is. Now we need to get by him. Okay, he's coming this way. Let's get out of here. Nice. It must have been... What I was going to say was, we're either really close to him through the wall.
The hospital's power is back. I won't let him kill more people.
I don't know if he's supposed to come in here now. But, like, I don't know if the game misunderstands where we are in conjunction with him or whatever in relation to him, so that's why the music is freaking out when we're close to him through the wall, or if that's intentional. I don't really know, but I hope that made sense, because to me it did. It's not really like a vision thing, it's more of a proximity to him. Ooh, a gun. Oh my god.
I can't find this madness. I only have a couple of shots left. I need to make them count.
I mean, I have 16 shots. That's more than a couple. But I know what you mean. Am I just flat out just shooting him? This hospital is haunted. I assume now we need to go back where we came from. I mean, there's no other way through this room, right? I don't really know. Excuse me. My throat has been really raspy lately. Alright. We made it! The dead cop is like, take this! In this madness.
Let's end this.
Jeez. This music is crazy. That is not a pleasant sound. Show yourself. Did you see that headshot I got on him, though? That was pretty sick. Stop hiding! I hate that sound. It's actually pretty scary. I have a feeling this guy is inhuman. A lot of hints. Where are you? Let me shoot you. I think we should keep shooting him. It's like in those horror movies where, like, somebody gets a weapon and they hit the killer and they hit him one time and then they drop the weapon and they run away. I hate that. Like, keep hitting him. Beat him to smithereens, please. Some days later. Anyways.
If everything is correct, this bureau shall permit Emma and Charlie to move on from their knees.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. I am Harry Walters. Why do you do?
Rest in peace.
I feel something wrong. What, Calico? You scared me again. Sir, I swear I heard you talking to. Are you okay? Oh, I am okay. I was just talking to myself. I have good news. The police were able to retrieve among the bodies found in the SeaWorld. Two skeletons that had their dental arch matching one from Emma and Charlie. I asked them for permission to bury them in their land. It means a lot to me. Well, boy, it is nice that we granted you your wish. After your heroic and those will at this hospital, even I have to thank you. You are crazy that the rest of your life around here will be a little more peaceful. Did you feel this cold all of a sudden? I swear something touched my shoulder. I have no idea what you are talking about. Let us get out of here, boy. This place gives me the crease.
Nice. Okay, that was it. Alright, we finished the game. I expected it to be longer. I thought it said it was like an hour and... or like 120 minutes on the Steam page, but I guess we just made really good progress, so... it didn't take nearly that long. Maybe it was 120... I don't know. Who cares? Okay, we're back on the main menu, where now I'll review the game. I don't have a lot to say about this. I'll try to not go on for too long, but first I'll start with visuals. Visually, I think the game is totally fine. I actually quite like the way the game looks. It is a little dark, but you can obviously turn up the brightness in the settings, which I should have done at the very beginning of the game when I first played this, but overall, I would say visually the game is really cool. I really like the pixelated sort of aesthetic that people use like this, but it has a little bit of more fidelity to it than just like being super hard to see and really like noisy, if that makes sense. I think the game looks pretty good, so I don't really have any issues with it visually. I like the level design and just everything, the way it's put together. The lighting, I think, is really well done, especially in the sewers. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Really immersive sort of environments, and I think that's pretty well done, in my opinion. In terms of audio is pretty decent. It has pretty strong ambience throughout. I really enjoy just the weird tones and stuff used throughout, like the sewers, and even in the hospital, there's a lot of really bizarre noises you hear in the environment, and I think it just continues to keep you on edge and just, I don't know, I think it just helps carry the tone of the game throughout and doesn't necessarily hurt the game in any way. So I would say overall ambience and music and stuff like that I think is really well done in terms of audio, so I enjoyed that for the most part. I think it was pretty good. Okay, so I don't want to be rude about this part of audio. I really don't like the voice that all the characters have, this text-to-speech. I cannot stand it, personally. I do not like it. Now, it's not the end of the world, it's just, I really don't find it necessary to do that. Now, these are just my opinions. I think when it comes to dialogue like this, not having the text-to-speech and just having the player read the dialogue would, I think, be much better than having this grating, weird text-to-speech sort of sound in all of the dialogue. I think it just really takes away from the overall tone of the game, and I think the game would be much stronger and as an overall experience if I didn't have to listen to that. And I don't know if it's an option. I'll just look just for transparency's sake. Yeah, so yeah, there is dialogue volume. I'll give you that. I should have noticed that. I could have turned the dialogue volume all the way off and that wouldn't have been so annoying. But I'm really bad about looking at options, I'm not going to lie. So that's my fault. I still don't think the approach to that kind of dialogue makes sense personally, but I would just have the dialogue silent just as default personally. But anyways, other than that, audio was pretty solid. I just really didn't like the text-to-speech stuff, but I should have realized there was an option earlier on, and then my frustrations probably would have been mitigated. But I still don't think it's beneficial to the overall tone of the game if you were to have the dialogue volume turned up like I did. Anyways, in terms of mechanics is pretty solid. There's not much going on in terms of mechanics. Obviously, there's a few puzzles here and there, finding things in the environment, like when we have to find pieces to make a weapon at some point. The puzzle where you're stuck in the room with the killer and you have to find the codes on the wall and open a safe. I thought that was pretty cool. Very claustrophobic, kind of spooky. And, like, oh no, he's in the room with us, so we gotta, like, get these codes and, get out of here quickly. I liked that. I liked the tension that part had. And then moving on throughout the game, obviously you just need to, like, find valves and things of that nature to, like, basically keys to progress, especially, I think, in the big room where you have to find the pieces of the axe, you have to find the different valves, you have to, like, find your way out of this big room where he's lurking around, and then eventually you need to sneak up behind him. That part kind of takes a while, but overall I think it was fine. That's really the only part of the game that's kind of drawn out. It's just, and you could probably do it a lot faster than I did, but you have a patrolling enemy and stuff, so trying to be careful and not, mess up. Other than that, mechanically, I think the game is totally fine. I don't have any issues with it. Nothing was annoying or, like, overdone or complicated. It was just, like, a pretty straightforward progression sort of way of doing things, and I appreciated that. So I think mechanically the game is pretty sound. In terms of story and concept, I actually quite like the story, and I think even with the dialogue volume, the dialogue voices bothering me, I actually quite liked the writing. I thought it was fairly well written, and it was a pretty congruent story with the overall tone of the game. I think everything came together really well, and I think it was a pretty effective story. I actually quite liked it. Just the whole idea of being a paranormal investigator / real investigator, going and trying to basically, get these people to be at rest finally because of just the horrific thing that happened to them just being unsolved for so long. I quite liked that overall approach as a story, and I think it was pretty well written. I didn't mind the dialogue itself. I thought that was pretty well done. So, and in terms of just the overall concept of the game, I quite liked it. It was pretty straightforward. It's a linear game. It doesn't necessarily waste your time with having, like, ridiculous set pieces that, just take forever. I've played some games like that where it's just like, why does this take so long to do for no reason? So I think conceptually, the overall design of the game, I think, is pretty well done. So I enjoyed the concept a lot. In terms of performance, I didn't have any issues with performance whatsoever until this part. For some reason, the hospital was just a little jumpy as soon as I started playing, and then it smoothed out and stopped doing it. I'm not really sure. It's probably my computer, honestly, and recording and doing all that stuff. But overall, performance, I think, was totally fine. No issues with it whatsoever. Well, my final judgment for Evil Lurks Below is, I would say, it's good. I think it's a good game. It's the middle of the road for my scale, and I had a good time with it. While I had some issues with the dialogue volume, I should have realized I could turn that off and save myself some frustration, but at the end of the day, I still think it was a very strange sort of creative decision. That's just my point of view on that. Otherwise, in terms of visuals and audio and mechanics and story and everything, I think everything comes together pretty well, and I think it's a pretty decent little experience to be had here, and, I think you did a great job with this. So keep up the great work, and I wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors, and thanks again for sending me a key. I really appreciate that. Feel free to stay in touch with any future projects you may have that you may want me to play. Just let me know what's up. You know how to reach me. Tell me what you think in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you agree or disagree with me on anything I had to say? Do you just want to say hi? Just let me know what's up. And don't forget to check the pinned comment below for the links to everything. Go play this game for yourself. Form your own opinion. Tell the developer what you think about it. I'm sure they really appreciate your feedback as well as mine. And also, check the description for links to my socials if you're curious about that. And if you enjoy my content, hit subscribe, leave a like, and share the video too. I'd greatly appreciate your support. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I think that's all I have to say about it. So thanks for hanging out with me, and don't forget, the pale moth is always watching.